Hello everybody, welcome to another episode of Quantum Blade Gaming, where today we are going to continue with some modded Minecraft. Maybe we're going to continue with modded Minecraft if it'll ever load. There we go. This is the disadvantage of having a very big mod pack. It takes a long time to load. Normally I log into the server before I start the stream, so apologies for that extra little bit of lag there. Alright, let's see. What were we working on? We already had our empowered pick. What other dark iron items did we need to make? Oh, the axe, yes. We need to make the axe. And let's see. There doesn't appear to be a dark iron bow, which seems to be a very big oversight to me. There should be a ranged Ender IO weapon of some sort, in my opinion. Okay, so we're going to need a little more dark iron. Means we need regular iron, obsidian, and coal dust. Wow, the power's running low. Possibly should hurry up and make it day, let those solar panels kick back in. There we go. Let's see, now does this take sticks for the handle? Yes. Do I have any sticks down here? Of course not. That would be, like, logical and stuff. Oh, come on, don't give me that. One stick will not make a handle. There we go. And of course it needs a vibrant crystal to make it powered. Of course! Because they want to eat up all my emeralds and I have one left, so obviously they need to eat it. Fine, fine, fine. Take my last emerald, would you? And then that means it's going to need a bunch of capacitors too, just like all the other armored pieces. Which means I need to make one of these. Means I'm going to need some ores that I didn't alloy before I came down here. See, I'm actually going to need 3 of those total, which means I need 6 energetic alloy, and I don't think I have it. I have 3. So grab 4 redstone and I can make the rest I need. One of these days I'll have the Ender IO stuff hooked up to the Gimme network. That'd be nice. Are these solar panels actually generating? They should be. Yeah, 93% efficiency even. I just need more of them, I guess. Okay. Glowstone. And I actually need one more. Oh, I'm so low on gold. Redstone, glowstone. I need one more. One more energetic in order to make 2 vibrant. One vibrant. 2 vibrant. That should let me make the octatic. Yes. I just need a whole lot of levels. A whole lot of levels. Man, all this Ender IO stuff is really taking away a lot of my liquid XP. Empowered 1, empowered 2, empowered 3, empowered 4. Nice. Sneak to harvest multiple logs, plus 2 efficiency when powered. Oh, that's all you can put on it. You don't get... There's not an optional auto smelting. There's not an optional... That's interesting. As much optional stuff as there was on the other things, like the sword, all the optional stuff we were able to put on that, I'm surprised there's not more optional stuff on the axe. But oh well. But hey, on the good plus side, 45 levels left over I can throw back in here. Guess I shouldn't have pulled out a whole 100 levels. We also ought to check out this, the experience rod. I wonder if it's faster than the drain. Because if that transfers all of your levels into the tank instantly, that would be way more OP than the drain. So we ought to check that out for sure. That requires Solarium, which is going to require more gold. Everything wants gold. Couple of gold there, and I'm going to need a 3rd gold for the energetic. Piece of redstone, piece of glowstone. And bake that down. Oh, I didn't get the soul sand. Doggone it. Did I leave any up here? Yes. Good. Alright. Now let's see how this thing works. Experience rod. It kind of looks like a blaze rod. Or a... maybe one of those, you know, those yellow glow sticks you get at concerts. Kind of looks like that. Alright, let's see how it does with... a little bit afraid to try this on... see, do I have a smaller subset? Let's pull up a couple of these so they're not taking as big a chance with the whole thing, just in case it does something really stupid. Okay. Now, let's see, is it shift right click? Shift right click to transfer levels to the tank. Right click on fluid tank to gain the levels. Okay. So, right click. Okay, no, it is the same as just right clicking the tank in terms of getting the levels out. What about in terms of putting the levels back in? Oh, that did all of them. That did do all of them. Okay, so it is no better at all for taking levels out, but for putting levels in... okay, so that actually did take multiple swings, but that was a lot faster than the drain. For 31 levels, that was a lot faster. So that's good to know. That's a much faster way to put XP into the tanks. So now the obelisk that you can make with it. I think that's just for gathering XP that might be like loose on the ground. Like if you weren't using the Killer Joe to actually suck up the XP orbs. Whoa, where did you come from? Did you spawn in the nether wart? In the... I don't think I could. I didn't think I had any other spots in here that would let them spawn. Because if that could show up, then a creeper could show up, and that would not be nice. That could do some damage. Maybe it dropped down from up here, but I'm not seeing it. Must have spawned in the nether wart. I didn't think they could do that. Oh, or maybe... might have come from up here. Maybe. Oh, I'm out of torches, of course. Okay, anywhere else got a sneaky little spot that it's not telling me about? I don't see it if so. This looks pretty dark right there, but it doesn't say it's a problem. Okay, maybe that's it. Maybe that's all of it. We can hope. Let's see. Now, how are we doing for wool? Oh my goodness, I think we can turn Joe off. I think we have enough wool for now. I think we have more than enough wool for now. Let's see, how do we turn him off? Turn off his power. Which would be the Tesseract at him, not this one, because that one's supplying power to the farm as well. Ow. Killer Joe killed the spider. Okay, yeah. Never active. I'll just turn you off. Don't spawn any more sheep. Man, he's nearly worn out that steel sword. It makes the sound even when it doesn't have any XP to give you. That's kind of funny. And just let that go ahead and Tesseract back through. Okay, and this does not need to be owned either. Okay, so that's the whole wool farm shut down for now, which is good, because we've got way more wool than I think we'll use in a long, long time. This is the wrong pod. There we go. And yeah, let's use that that flashy new XP stick again, because we've got 23 levels to deposit. Oh, hello. Maybe this is where the bad guys came from that I was looking for earlier. Okay. Oh, that's so much faster. Not that I really want to keep that around just for that feature, but it might be worth making the obelisk just so I don't have to have a chest sitting around with the stuff in it. Can I use the obelisk, though? I'm wondering if I can use the obelisk to drain my XP, or if it only picks up loose XP. I think we're going to have to build one of these and find out. Oh, what am I doing? Gold. Soul sand is already up there. I need a chassis. Go chassis. Soul sand. Now, the other thing we may work on today is the Oreberry room, because if I had enough gold on hand, I would just make up a stack each of all the different Ender IO alloys. That would be very nice. Wait, did that take 3? Yes. Oh, okay. I have the chassis in the wrong spot. That's why. Alright. So there's that. Hopefully this was worth making. So yes, you can have it store all the player XP. Wow, I wonder how many levels it can actually hold. This might be a one-block alternative to all of those tanks in the XP room, which would be amazing. Okay, so let's put this over here near the drain. I'm not sure if I want to put it actually... I guess I'll put it on a tank, because then I can configure it to dump into the tanks or not. And store all the player XP. Let's slurp up a few levels from here. Give it to that. Okay, so now it's got 11. If I wanted to retrieve all, I could do that. Store all. I wonder. So it can push-pull now to the tank below it. Always active. I thought it might actually suck the XP out of the tanks, but it doesn't look like it is. Possibly because of the type of tank it is, or possibly because the way liquids settle into the bottom of the tank. Maybe it needs to be beside it. Retrieve all, and we'll move this thing. Let's move it there. We'll configure it now. Configure this side. Push-pull. Retrieve all. No. Store all, retrieve all. So supposedly you can store to adjacent tanks, but oh, maybe it means only the Ender IO tanks. That would make sense. That's a lot less powerful if that's the case. So then I guess the other question becomes, how much XP can this thing hold? Aha! It does max out. Oh, where does it? So it's got 79. Maybe it doesn't have a limit. If it doesn't have a limit, I mean, I still would want all these tanks because they're part of the visual design of the room, but that's a much more compact way to store XP. Maybe it maxes out at 100. I don't know if I've got enough XP to actually get it to 100. Oh, this is draining. Why is that draining? Is it outputting to the tank? I bet it's outputting to the tank. Yeah, it was. Fascinating. Okay, so it can interface with the tanks, but for whatever reason, I guess based on the amount. So it tries to maintain the same level, I guess, the way these interact with each other. $105. It's very interesting. We're in 5, holding steady. All of 106. Well, that tells us it'll go over 100 already, so I'm guessing there's not really any limit to what this can hold, which is both fascinating and scary. Because if you lose this one block, that's an awful lot of... I mean, like, even if there was a creeper in here and it blew up, it would only take out a portion of these tanks. If you had a creeper in here and it blew up right next to this thing, that would be all your XP. So, I don't know which one I like, really. Meanwhile... Oh, can I configure it just to pull? Just to... Yes, so I can actually drain all these tanks. Well, that's good to know, I guess. Take it a long time to drain the tanks that way, because it's so thin and spread out. It's too bad I can't take the actual XP stick out of the obelisk, because if I could take all the levels, then take that stick, I could put the levels back in the tanks really quickly. But I guess we'll leave that like that, let it work. It'll get done eventually. Meanwhile, we probably ought to check on the chicken masher. So I'm guessing we've got a lot of chickens about now. See how much. Probably ought to also get the glasses and check and see how much energy is in that battery. %. Probably would not hurt to let it have a few chickens. Oh, come on. What did you do with the piece of dirt? Oh, there it is. Come on, chickens. I didn't mean for you to... that many of you to go that way. Sheesh, that was a waste. I need a better way to, I need to get the pressure plate system back in place. Meanwhile, there's some chicken meat. I have a hat. Everybody else got a hat? Hats are priority. I probably should turn off my magnet. It's Chickpocalypse. Got some XP there. Hey, Sheer. Chickens are the new lemmings. Yes, yes they are. They seriously are. I don't know if you saw how many wound up in the Dark Nexus. It was a lot more than I meant to feed it. Okay, and it probably would be a good idea while we're down here to check on the reactor. Yep, I need to turn it back on. So I found out that, looked it up, and yes, I kind of had the right idea. We do need a range trigger to do what I was hoping this would do, but we need... we need energy sensor kits, and then the cards you get back from the energy sensor kits, these energy sensor location cards, you can craft those together to make the energy array card, and then that can go into the range trigger. So we need like four of these. Hey Sheer, do you know if it's a good idea to leave the depleted fuel in the reactor while it's running? I've been ejecting it, but I've noticed that my energy output is not as high as it was before, and I'm assuming that's because I don't have a, it's not full of fuel. But I don't know if leaving the waste in there helps or hurts. You just used red power circuits. Well, the problem with using red power circuits is you can't configure this thing to emit redstone when it's empty. Like the IC2 energy containers, you can configure them to emit redstone when they get empty, but these you can't. Max power only comes from max fuel. Okay. Makes sense, but still kind of stinks. Can use the buffer in the reactor. Yeah. Yeah, you could do that. I would kind of like to turn on the reactor before it gets down to just what's left in this buffer, though. Yeah, but if I'm going to do that, then it kind of defeats the purpose of even having a bank of batteries, right? Because it's going to be constantly turning on and off based on just the capacity of the reactor. Versus I really want it to turn off, on and off based on the total RF capacity. Because the idea was I didn't want the reactor to be constantly turning on and off and then be inefficient. Doable, but you never bothered to try. That sounds like you. That sounds like you. No, wrong thing. There we go. Enderman with a hat! What the? He's not supposed to be able to teleport once I hit him with this. He is not supposed to be able to teleport once I hit him with this. That's part of what this thing does. Or is supposed to do. Okay, so Enderman can't teleport once hit. You see that? You see it says it right there. Whatever. He certainly teleported. Okay, so let's see, what else do we need here? We need, yeah, I do want to do this energy kit, but before I do that, I'm trying to figure out what else I want to do in Ender IO. Well, I thought I did, maybe I didn't. Either I hit it and the mod's buggy, or I didn't hit it and, yeah, user error. Not sure which. So I think one of the few things we haven't made is the enchanter. I think we're just about done with the Ender IO mod, actually. Dark iron bars are blast resistant. That's interesting. Conduit facades. Oh, the magnet. We haven't made the magnet yet. Conductive iron. Alright. Yeah, actually, I have to go AFK for a bit, too. So, now's as good a time as any. I will be right back. Alright, apologies for the extended delay. I am back. Let's see. What else were we going to do here? We could try to make their vibrant crystal. Doggone it. We could make a conduit probe just to have made one, but I don't really need one. Energy levels are looking good now. We have not actually made the Aversion Obelisk, which I don't really need one of, or the Enchanter, which, I suppose I could go ahead and make one of those just to have made it. I actually needed 4 iron. And 4 obsidian. And 4 coal dust. Let's see, what else? Don't really need dark pressure plates. Oh, that one's silent. Those are actually fairly cheap to make. Reinforced obsidian. Witherproof. That we need to do, because a wither farm would be amazing. I'm not sure we really need a wither farm, because I don't think there's that many things in this pack that actually use nether stars. Let's see, they're useful for beacons. Oh, I thought I had disabled the nether star generator. Whoops. Because that generates a ridiculous amount of power. Oh, they are used in the Witherless Rose. What's the difference between that beacon and that beacon? They're both 138. Glass. Oh, glass and clear glass. Oh, we need them for advanced solar panels. And they're used in Ludicrite blocks. So yeah, we need another star farm. As well as the Porta spawner. Already have my angel ring, so that's not a big deal. So it wouldn't hurt to have some reinforced obsidian. Dark iron bars. Ooh. It's a lot of dark steel. See, I'm wondering if the range on this electromagnet is any better than the mysterious magnet. Like, what tier mysterious magnet is equivalent to? Because this electromagnet has to be in your hotbar. The mysterious magnet does not. It just has to be in your inventory. And the mysterious magnet doesn't require power. So what was I doing anyway? I was doing a... Oh yeah, the enchanting table. A couple of diamonds and a book. Should be the same as which? No, out of diamonds. Well, it should be the same as which one, because there's multiple tiers to the mysterious magnet. Ta-da! Goes up through tier 8. Let's see, if I smelt it, I get 2 ore. Macerated, I get 5 powder. Wow, alloy smelter only gives you 1 ore. That's a rip-off. I think I'm better off smelting it to the ore and then using a fortune pick on it. That only gives me 2. 2. Yeah, I think I'm better off smelting it and then fortune picking it. So that's 3, that's 1, 1, 1. Well, for that run I actually would have come out better with the something else, but oh well. That still got me 6. Then I need a book. Have any paper left in here? No. Have any sugar cane left in here? Yes. Leather. Did I get that backwards? Is it 3 paper and 1 leather? Yes. Book. Okay. Sag mill, steel balls. Yeah, I have dark dark iron, dark steel balls in my sag mill. Well, if I can find my sag mill. There we go, dark steel balls. And book. There we go. What does this thing do? Oh, you give it book and quill and some material. Okay, and then you know what it is that you're getting. So it lets you pick which, with the correct reagent, it lets you pick which enchantment you want. Well, see, I'm wondering if the NEI display is broken on that, because if I look at the uses of diamond ore, and I go over here to the sag mill, even though it cycles between flint and dark steel ball, it doesn't show any change in the output. Like this shows one for sure and only a 25% chance of a second one regardless of the grinder used. So I'm wondering if NEI just doesn't know how to display that properly. Do you have any idea what the output is with the dark iron grinding balls? Why is this not continuing to drain? Oh, that must be equal level with everything else that's in there now. Great. Or it was a bug and it actually didn't have anything in it at all. That's weird. I still need to put the subfloor in on this building. Well, yeah, if I had extra diamond ore to run through it, which I don't. Oh, you're talking about the XP drain thing? Well, what I was saying was that this thing itself was showing like 100-something levels, and then once I messed with it, it was showing nothing, so I mean, it's got nothing in it. I need to make a whole bunch more tanks and finish out this design and automate my XP gathering so that I can actually fill them. Oh, this reminds me, I probably need to turn the reactor off already. I always wind up wasting fuel when I turn that reactor on because I never get back down to it soon enough. I heard you, zombie. You're gonna have to drop down here if you want me. Yep, see, these are all full, and so is the internal buffer. I'm wasting fuel. Okay, so next we're gonna work on the energy array. Hey, Drail, how's it going? Similar to what I did with lava. Oh yeah, your lava floor. Pretty much. Well, I do have a number of travel anchors. I just don't have one down here at the reactor. Which I've been on the fence about actually putting one down here, because then if I have one, if I had a travel anchor down here, then I wouldn't use my elevator. And I do like the elevator. Oh, I hear a creeper. Come at me, creeper. No, 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 no. Whew. Where's my night vision? Night vision, is that L? No, that's sound. Is it N? No. P? It's P. There we go. Yeah, I need to set this room up properly. Look at all the chickens. Quack, 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 quack. Yeah, I need to set this up properly and get the gold berries actually working better. Think there's a few chickens in there? Well, cluck, cluck, cluck then, whatever. Okay, so let's see. I think we're done with Ender.io, basically. Except for making a wither farm. Because we've done pretty much everything in the pack, almost. We don't have fully upgraded energy cells. We don't have... Like, I never did really figure out what these item and power buffers are for. Omni buffer. But we've done the tanks, we've done the vats, we've done the... pretty much all the machines. Yeah, a wither farm really does need to happen. I was on the fence about a wither farm because I was like, do I really need that many nether stars? And then I started looking at what all nether stars were used for, and I'm like, well, yeah, that probably needs to happen. Because I know I want a beacon, but if that was the only thing I was going to do, one beacon, I mean, I can go farm one more nether star. That's not a problem. But then I started looking, I'm like, oh, yeah, Witherless Rose, that might be nice, because I do eventually want to get into Reliquary, because I always overlook Reliquary. Like, I never do the Reliquary stuff, and I do want to do that this time. So that's 4. I'm like, okay, that's a little more incentive. And then I kept looking, I'm like, oh, Advanced Solar Panels needs them too. And oh, Ludicrite blocks need them. And oh, Porta Spawners need them. So I'm like, yeah, I need a farm. So, but I don't want to work on that next. I want to get these the energy array sensor kits going. Yes, the Salamander's Eye is amazing. I have made that before in the past. Not this pack. I think it was back on Haven's Cove. But Salamander's Eye is amazing. Just for the turbine. Well, that's only if I use Ludicrite for the for those blocks, right? I mean, you can use other things. Of course, it's kind of a waste, but... See, how bad is it to make Ludicrite in this pack? Ludicrite. Block of Emerald, Plutonium, Nether Star. That's actually not terrible. Wait, you can make it without the emeralds? You can make it out of Enderium? Yeah, they just put out Sky Factory 2.5. It's not a 1.9 pack, I don't think. I think it's still 1.7.10, actually. So Enderium, if I remember correctly... Oh, but that takes shiny metal. That's probably why. Bees for both, yeah, that's true. Haven't gotten into bees, but I do plan to. See, are those the only 2 recipes to make it? Yeah. Ludicrite dust. The only way to get dust is to grind down the bars, so you really just have to make... Yeah, you just have to make a whole block at a time. I find Sky Factory interesting. It's definitely different. Like you have to kind of know what you're doing in Sky Factory. Any of the Skyblock mods, really. The major problem I had with Agrarian Skies, I tried Agrarian Skies back when Haven's Cove was still running, and the biggest problem with that was the quest book kept bugging. Okay, so back on track. I need energy sensor kits, which means I'm going to need orange dye. Yeah. But I have a watering can now, so that's going to make getting flowers easy. So I need 4 circuits plus 4 of these, which means, let's see. Need a calculator. Somebody, quick, impress me with your math skills. What is 6 times 4 plus 4? I probably don't have enough rubber. Oh, or maybe I do. 28. Go. You know what? I need to teach this thing how to make the insulated copper cable, because that's the one piece of a circuit that it does not know how to make. And I've just never taken the time to actually teach it that. And, well, the time and having space to put the pattern into the system. But I've got the space to put the pattern in now, so... Not in that one, though. Not in that one either. There we go. There, so now it should know how to make circuit pretty much from scratch. Okay, so I needed 4 circuits. Nice, and it knows how to craft those now. Sweet! It showed 4 viewers there for a minute, and then whoever the 4th person was left. It's funny, I'll get people join, watch for a while, they leave, never say a word. Okay, 4 of those. Craft me 4 cables. And I need, let's see. What else did it need? Paper? Great. Redstone and orange dye. The orange dye may be tricky, because I don't have any in the system, and... Really? Because I'm only showing 3. Piece of redstone. I'm going to have to harvest more sugarcane too. Oh, okay. Well, I can't very easily do that without, because I'll have to leave full screen mode. I really wish Minecraft had windowed full screen mode. Piece of paper, piece of redstone, circuit. No, I need to make the frequency transmitters first. And I just put the circuits back. Brilliant. Brilliant. They don't stack. Okay. So frequency transmitter, paper, redstone, and then I need the orange dye, and that's going to be the tricky part. Watering can should make this easy. Yeah, I was actually wondering about that. Maybe it was the overhang. Oh goodness, this thing is completely backed up. I've got potatoes for ages. Output full. Yeah, I guess your output is full. I wonder if I have any actual bones. Might be actual bone meal would do a lot better. Does the reinforced watering can work better? Was that a soul fragment? Plants so what is the difference? Sprinkler system. Okay, well, yeah, sprinkler would make sense. Well, that's bedrockium. Yeah, forget that. And apologies, I do have to run AFK here for just a quick minute. I'll leave you with a nice little view of my tower here while I leave you listening to music, and I will be right back. Grab yourself a drink or a snack, and I will return shortly. Okay. Flowers that I'm missing behind nearby trees. You're right, I am. Good eye. Hello, you. Give me your bones. Oh, that was lag. I was watching Packrat the other day. Packrat and oh, what's the other guy's name? Anyway, they were playing on in a mod pack called Obscurity, which looks like a very interesting mod pack. And they were making a flower farm, and they were using the Thaumcraft. What do you call those? The dimensional vector thingies? Trap. What do you call those things? The transvector interfaces. And they had like towers of these transvector interfaces, and they had set it up to locations that basically didn't have anything, and evidently I'm not quite sure what they had linked on the other side of the transvector interface, but it was basically auto-harvesting these things. So they were bone mealing from below with the machine, and then the transvector interfaces were breaking all the flowers, and it was amazing to watch because it was three towers of these transvector interfaces, and it was just like spewing flowers everywhere. It was crazy. Alright, so how many orange dye does that get us now? That's a pretty good amount. 16? I can live with that. No, I need it to be down there. Orange dye. There we go. My poor AE network has so much junk in it. And great, these don't stack either. Okay. Excellent. Bat. Alright, now where do I want to set this up? Oh, I'm glad I remembered to remove that. I'm kind of thinking right there. I may have to move it later, but as long as I don't move these guys, it shouldn't matter. You'll need red next. Oh, because I used up all the red to make orange? Yeah, probably. I need to go find a one of those giant flower biomes and capture a rose-ster. Haha. Then I'll have plenty of red. Energy sensor location card. Ha ha ha, energy array location card. Now, actually, I may want that over here where it's closer to... I've never actually figured out how to turn this on and off with an external signal, unless, I mean, maybe that works. No. Oh, this is the redstone port. Toggle reactor on and off. Okay, so in theory... Oh yeah, that was the thing. This wouldn't actually mount on that. Output fuel temp. Output casing temp. I'm assuming toggle on and off and red wire work. I don't understand why a lever wouldn't. You know, it looks like that should work. Did that turn it on? Nope. Offline. 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 Yeah, see, I don't get that. Go ahead and inject the waste. We can get that out. Well, you can do either one, but it's still not turning it on. Offline. So I guess I need red wire flowing to this, but that just doesn't make sense to me. Or maybe if this works, I'm just gonna... Oh my goodness. That's ridiculous. That's very stupid. Sorry, guy, whoever made this mod, but that's stupid. You should be able to put the lever straight on the port. Or at least beside it. I mean, that's just... Alright. So, but at least we know, yes, this over here somewhere is where we need this thing. So, yes, nothing in it. Let's move it. Ah! Stupid fast drill. There we go. Okay. So I wonder now, can I put the range trigger right on top of it and will it emit redstone like I want it to? Questions. Okay, so I want it to... How much total capacity do we have here? These will hold 32... no, sorry, 8 million RF each, right? Resonant. No, 80 million. Okay, so, wait, is that right? Resonant energy cell, 80 million. Yeah, looks right. Yeah, I guess I lost a 0 in there. So 80 million times 4 is what? It's a lot. See, and now here's another complaint that I have about this, right? So this is a two-tail signal emission, right? Either it's going to emit when it's outside the range, or it's going to emit when it's inside the range. Which is fine, except for the fact that if I tell it to emit when it's outside the range, right, that's probably what I want it to do, except that I don't want it to have the upper tail. I don't want it to emit when everything is full. Because otherwise, if I don't have the upper limit set to be greater than what my energy banks can hold, then I run the risk of actually getting them full and yet having this thing still emitting a signal, and then it's trying to fill up something that's already full. Well, I mean, I can just set it this way. I just have to be careful that I set the upper limit to be greater than what the energy banks can hold, and then that effectively makes it a one-tail test. So I need 320 million. 320. Okay, so if I set it to 329, then that should be greater than what the banks can hold, and it should never actually enter this second high side. So then the question is, what do I want this to trigger at? I probably want it to turn on when I'm down to 1 energy cell, so that would be 80 million. Okay, so that should, in theory, do it. It should turn on when I'm at 80 million. It should turn off. No, wait a minute. So the range is between 80 million and 329, and it should activate if it's less than 80 million or greater than 329, and greater than 329 can't happen. So this, I think this will work. You'd have it kick on around 20 million. Yeah, I guess it depends on how fast I'm draining the energy banks. In theory, 20 million should work. I actually think for a test, though, I may actually run this up to be more like 8 and 8 is 16, more like 160 million, just to see if it kicks on once 2 of these cells are dry, which is still going to take a while. Well, yes, it should, though, because it should turn off after it hits, after it gets above 160. Huh. Yeah, that actually isn't what I want, is it? Because that means I'll never actually fill up the bank. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to build a NOT gate. I think I'm going to have to set it this way and go 80 million to this, and then run that through a NOT gate. Oh, well, that's easy. Doesn't even take any stone. Yay, red logic. Red alloy wire. It's just iron and redstone. Okay, so yeah, I think that's what we're going to have to do. Well, yes, but then it wouldn't be as much fun figuring it out. Cyanide can go in there. Do I have any red alloy? No, but it knows how to craft it. How many pieces do I want? I think that's going to give me 16 pieces, which is fine. Redstone torch. And pieces of redstone gives me a NOT gate. You Googled it. Google is very helpful. Oh, wait. While I'm here. Which reminds me, I want to create a lily pad of fertility. What does it take to actually make one of those? Lily pad of fertility. Splash fertilizer serum. Can we actually craft that? No, I'd have to harvest one initially. Bone meal. Vial of ordinary water. Oh, and gunpowder? That's easy. Why would you ever use this recipe if you've got this one? What's the point? Vial of ordinary water. Coolant? That's confusing. Oh, vial of ordinary water versus condensed solvent. Ah, okay. Well, I don't know how you get condensed solvent. Okay, so you can't get around the nether wart. It's just when you add the nether wart. Empty vial is glass panes. Okay, that's not actually that bad to make, but now I'm getting sidetracked, so energy array first. That's one of the problems with a pack this big. There's so much to get sidetracked in. Okay, so where do I want to put him? I want to put him... He's got to have enough room for the knot gate, so I guess I'll stick him up here. That's why you don't play all the parts? What fun is not playing all the parts? Because all the parts are fun. Okay, so I want to set it 80 million up to, oh dear, what did you say, 320 million? So I want to set it a little over that, so that it doesn't ever actually get into the second tail. And then I want my knot gate. And then I want a piece of... Ah, that doesn't stick to that. How does that not stick to that? Okay. And is that oriented the right direction? Need the screwdriver, which I don't have on me. There's a special cable. Does big reactors have its own cable? Didn't think it did. Turbine rotor. Alright, I give. Let's go look at shear setup. At Red Logic. Oops. I mean, they do have the bundled gates. Lucas! Hey, how's it going, man? How are you today? Bundled cable? Is that the deal? And where is my screwdriver? Screwdriver. Screwdriver and to Shear's house. Ow. Doing pretty good, Lucas. Doing pretty good. Enjoying a nice Saturday, playing some Minecraft. The world is good. Alright, so Shear's big reactor. Have to go downstairs. Oh, you used RedNet cable from Mine Factory Reloaded. Why do you have 2 redstone ports? Oh, one is... Oh, okay, so you're just doing up and down... Oh, Stargate, yes, I should have used the Stargate. I'll use the Stargate on the way back, how about that? Okay, so you used RedNet cable. Why does RedNet cable stick to it and the others don't? That doesn't make sense. RedNet cable, okay. Plastic, ugh. Well... Google said use that. Plastic pipe. Huh. Well, if RedNet cable works, then I have to wonder if some of the Red Logic bundled cables would work. Like maybe some of the insulated wires, or maybe even just the bundled cable. That's actually really easy to make. You probably do. Okay, where did your Stargate wind up? As much as you like Ender IO and you had this regular ladder you could have replaced with the Ender IO version. Where did you put your Stargate? Oh, that's right, it's up in the castle. Oh. Ow! Stop that! Okay, so let's go ahead and dial this up. 8Y, 8S, FWN. See, I'm kind of trying to wait for Lucas to come back because he wanted to see the Stargate run. Ow. Hey, I'm supposed to be on your side. Oh, Lucas, you back? Ow! Stop that! Okay, so let's go ahead and dial this up. 8Y, 8S, FWN. I want to put an iris on my gate too, just because. Did we kill that one with the vortex? That would be awesome. Okay, well hopefully, Lucas, you're there and got to see that. Did you get to see it? Did you see it work? We'll dial it up again just because it's awesome. 1RR1 UDO. Yeah, I don't know why more packs don't have this mod in it. I guess they're worried about copyright issues. Even does the swoosh, and if you stand in that swoosh, it will kill you. Ta-da! S8Y8S. You miss your Stargate. I miss the server, and people actually own the server. Lucas is from Chile, if I remember correctly. So let's see, let's try and make, oh, that device. I need to just remove this Ender IO because it's nothing but a hassle. So let's try making a bundled cable. So leave me one there. String. So string will make 2 bundled cables. How much will wool? You would think you would get more. Oh, that gives you insulated. Okay. So let's make some of those. And then let's see if we also have enough left for... Nope, I gotta make more of these. Oh. Well, I'll do if I put the one remaining in. Okay, there we go. Now let's try these and see if they will work for the reactor. Alright, so will insulated cable connect? No. Will bundled cable connect? No. That's stupid. Alright, fine. Fine. We will make some rednet cable. Which means we need plastic, which means we need raw plastic, which I could get from smelting down rubber. Okay, so you get 4 plastic sheets from 4, so it's basically 1 to 1. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Three, 4, 5, 6. Cook. Except I need 2 more for the pattern. So it's not going to come out even, but oh well. There we go. And redstone. And I totally did that backwards. There. Alright, RedNet cable. Will you connect? Yes. Why? Whatever. It works. I should be happy. Okay, so I think maybe that's even oriented the correct direction. I think we just now have to wait and see. Well, I can invert the sense on this, and then it should... I'm gonna have to stop and get something to eat here in a minute. I'm really beginning to feel my lack of lunch. Okay, so that's not actually emitting right now. And this changed my range. Why did that change my range? Well, I may have to use RedNet cable for this as well. Well, until these drain, I don't know if this is working right. So I guess we'll do this. We will leave a couple of these redneck cables down here in case we need them. And we'll see if that will work. Let's see, do I have any redstone torches with me? No, but I do have a lever. I want to play around with this a little more. Okay, so if I have signal being emitted here, nothing. Still nothing. Okay. Okay, I'm thinking now that that's the input. Yeah, that's what I want. Okay. Now, unfortunately, I don't think this thing will stay configured once I pull it up. Oh, so it is emitting right now. $80 to 323. See, the thing is, I don't understand why it's not emitting right now, because we're in this range that's the high part, right? We're between 80 and 323. So it actually shouldn't, I don't want it to be... I don't think I want it to be emitting right now. Right. But shouldn't it be emitting right now because we're between 80 and 323? But the line right here is not lit up. Well, yeah, it was emitting before I changed. Like, this was set to negative something, which I'm not sure why. Like, if I just do this, like, it's not actually emitting right now. That's not lit up. That's offline. So maybe I didn't need the NOT gate, right? Because it'll... Maybe I don't need the NOT gate. Right, I understand that, but I was thinking I needed the NOT gate to... But maybe I don't. So really, if I invert this, right, and I set it to that. All right, man. See you later, Sheer. That's still not emitting, though. No, but it shouldn't be emitting, right? Because we're not less than 80, and we're not greater than the max capacity. So... Oh, I remember why I didn't want to set it this way, because this would cut off as soon as it reaches 80. Right, so we wouldn't be using the four resonant energy cells this way. That's why I wound up with the NOT gate. So if we set it this way, and then run it through the NOT gate. So if we don't run it through the NOT gate, then this won't cut on until it drains down to 80. Actually, this should be on right now, shouldn't it? Because it's between 80 and 323. Do we have more than 323 in there for some reason? No. I'm beginning to wonder if this thing actually outputs. I know I saw that glowing red at one point. This has really got me confused now. Okay, if it's greater than 1 and it's less than, I don't know, 3 million. No, if it's less than like 9 billion. Still not emitting. That's just messed up. I don't know. Okay, so I want it to go high when it hits. Oh, that's interesting. This is 10. This is 9. Are those the values that I put in? Be sure to take the card out. Or are those the default values? Because I may have had my upper and lower limits reversed. Okay, these are the defaults, which means the top one is the upper limit, the bottom one is the lower limit. I had them backwards. That would cause all sorts of issues. So this one down here should be the 80. And this one should be the 320. Okay. That again means it won't come on until it gets all the way down to 80. No, but that should be right. It'll come on at 80, and it'll stay on until it reaches 320. So yeah, that should be what I want. As a test, let me just run this up real quick. Put it at 280. I have no idea how much I've actually got in here right now. 300. Oh no, this has to be... No, this has to be less than. Bottom row is less than. That's still not emitting. That's very confusing. Okay, let's take it up one more time. Okay. 10 and 9, so the top row is the upper limit. Let's invert the sense. So then that says... See, why does that go negative? Negative 90 and 9. See, that suddenly makes it look like this top row is the lower limit. Surely they don't switch rows based on which sense it's in. They might, though. And that stays at negative 90. That's just buggy. That's just buggy. Okay, so let's say... Probably the most accurate limits are when you first put it down. So that would make the top row be the upper limit and the bottom row be the lower limit. So then if this is the upper limit, I want this to be the 320. And the lower limit, I want this to be the 80. Okay. It's not emitting right now, which would be correct, right? Because we're not down to 80 yet. We're within the range of 80 to 320, so it should not be emitting right now. Now if I run up this bottom limit to be, oops, to be 310, $315. Oh, I don't have the location card in. That didn't help, though. What? 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 Now it's emitting? Okay, evidently it needed a block update to, oh man, that is buggy. That is buggy. Okay, so... So make that be 80. Right, and then I want to make that be 322. Block update, please. Block update is not fixing it. Wow. That is just messed up. Maybe I should ignore what I thought I knew about this and say this really is the lower limit. And this really is the upper limit. And it's still emitting. That is so bizarre. Trying to think what else I can try that I haven't really tried yet. Come on, that should not... Maybe the energy array location card doesn't give you the total sum. Maybe it gives you per cell, like... Let's drop this below 80. Let's drop this down to 50. 50, 51. No. $51.50. That seems disturbingly buggy. Maybe this inverted signal just doesn't work at all. Maybe you have to use that version of the signal. Okay, if I pull a card out, it's still emitting even without a location card. Oh, then it updated. Okay. Wow. This thing does not make much sense sometimes. Alright. One more time, let's try this. Let's pull that up. Place the block. Alright. Put a piece of wire on it so we can see what it's doing. Put the card in. This looks like it's the upper limit, so we're gonna run it up to the 320. This looks like the lower limit, so we're gonna set it at 80. Okay, and we're within that range right now. Right, because we have more than one cell, which means we're above 80. Everything's not full, so it's not at 320. We're in that range, so it should be emitting right now. A location card, block update, add the location card, block update, nothing. Okay, here's a question. Does this thing need power? Because if it does, that would explain a lot. It does have a second spot here, and the thermal monitor does require power. So we're just going to test this real quick. Would accept that, it won't accept that. Would accept this? No. What about a RE battery? No. Advanced RE battery? No. Okay. What about just moving this to where it's got power? Set that to the 320, set that to the 80. Get this piece of redstone. And no. Okay, so I don't think it requires power. But I'm also really not sure why it seems to work sometimes and doesn't others. Like that. Like that. Why did that require a block update to start working? And what does it even mean to be negative 20? That is so confusing. Because this should be emitting if the energy array is less than 320. If it's less than 320, you know, maybe which one you put on the top and which one you put on the bottom doesn't matter, because based on this, it should be able to tell, it should be able to figure out whether you're doing an inclusive or exclusive range. Well, obviously this thing does not work as nearly as well as I had hoped it would. Because this should have just been a perfect solution for this, and it should have been easy, and it's not cooperating at all. $80 million, right? Except this was the upper range. This should be the 320. This should be the 80. And it's not working. Oh, have I just figured something out? Have I just figured something out? That second spot that's in there, right? What you want to bet it's for range upgrades? Uh-huh. Okay, so then this should be emitting though right now, shouldn't it? Maybe the top one really is the lower limit. Sure, 80 to 580. The fact that the range upgrades will go in there tells me that when it was set up over there, it was not within range of the sensing location to actually detect any information. Which means we're going to have to throw these away because I cheated them in, but we're going to have to make some more range upgrades. So as long as you see that symbol, that means you're within range of the things to actually detect what they're doing. But the question now is, why is this not emitting? Because it looks to me like it should be. See, emit from 0 to a trillion. Really? Even then? That's just so... Well, because I may be going off the top of the scale, right? So it's not... Well, no, but that should be working, right? Because what I have in the array is certainly between 0 and a trillion. Or not trillions, billions, hundred thousands, millions, billions. Between a billion. Let's run this on up. Ah, interesting. It actually has an X. Even though I've got the range upgrades in there. I think that means it's outside of the range. Or that the range is misconfigured. So 0 to a trillion should be don't emit. And yet it's emitting. If I just stand here and watch it after I make a change, does it auto-update itself after a while? Not looking like it. Okay, so at this point I think I'm going to say, even if I could make this thing work, it's buggy enough, I'm not sure I trust it. Between 0 and 1 billion, and it's emitting it, but the range acts like it's out of range. That's just weird. Okay, I'm going to have to do some more reading on this because this is not behaving like I thought it should at all. But I'm still pretty sure we should be able to do what I want to do with this. So I'm going to have to do some more examining things offline so I don't completely bore you guys to tears, which I think I pretty much already have. Yeah. We'll throw some of this stuff down here just in case I need it later. See, throw another rednet cable on the wall. And stash the rest. Okay, so let's see. Is there any other Ender IO? Oh yeah, we wanted to do the Wither Farm. Let's see. How much iron do I have right now? Not as much as I would like. Okay. Let's make a little more iron. That's good. In order to make a wither farm, I think I'm going to need more iron than I actually have. Because each one block of this is going to take... Oof. 4 plus, I mean, you get 16 of those, but it's going to take more than 4 dark steel bars to make 1 block of this reinforced obsidian, which is probably a reasonable cost for what you're getting, but I think it may cost more iron than I have available. So I have to think, do I want to set up this wither farm now, or perhaps later? I'm leaning toward later, because I really don't need nether stars immediately. So I'm leaning toward later, which may mean it's time to get into mechanism. Wonder how expensive the mechanism blocks are. Oh great, they take gold too. Don't really know a lot about mechanism. A couple of other things I want to do. I do want to put the subfloor on that pod, because we never got around to putting the subfloor on there. And I do eventually want to start building the double helix that's going to connect these pods. We actually have some more pods to build. And there's the top of the tower and the beacon that still need to be made. And it suddenly occurs to me, if we continue this pattern, alright, so that has light bridges, that level won't, that level will, that'll put a pod above this one, which will shade my solar panels. Which won't be good, but we'll deal with that later. So I think for now what we're going to do, we're a little over the 2.5 hour mark right now. I need lunch. So I think I'm going to go ahead and end this stream here, and then next time we'll figure out what we're doing. I might actually stream something else next time. It's been a while since I've streamed Fallout 4. Might do some of that. Might continue with the viewer requested Commander Keen series. So we'll see. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did and you're watching this on Twitch, don't forget to leave a follow, or if you're viewing this on YouTube, don't forget to subscribe. And hope you did enjoy it, and we will see you guys next time.